So I am back, and I am going to be riding my one wheel today. So I figured no time like the present to get back on the horse and to ride again. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Glad to be back. Like I said, the first thing that I wanted to discuss was my experience or things that I've learned in the last couple of years of doing weddings, shooting weddings, because I feel like I've learned a lot and it would be great to share that with you. Maybe if you found this video and you're just starting your wedding videography career, or maybe you're just looking for some other insights or things that maybe you could grow in. These are some things that I found extremely helpful. But first, I'm here at, I believe it's Trojan Park. It was last operating nuclear plants in the Pacific Northwest before it was shut down here several years ago. So yeah, really neat place. It has a nice little lake over here that I can show you. And then now it's kind of one of it's a at least area renowned Frisbee golf course, and it has one of the most challenging Frisbee golf courses here in the area. So very interesting place. But enough of that. Let's get on to the 4 things that I've learned in my last couple years of shooting wedding videos. So the first one that I have for you is this. The first piece of advice, or the first point of reflection, is that every wedding and every wedding couple is different. And this should be just a no-brainer, but I found myself falling into the trap of, here's another wedding, here's my template, here are the things that I like to do, and kind of assuming that even though it's a different couple, different venue, different wedding, like I could kind of bring stuff from other weddings into that one. But I would highly recommend that you start from scratch, that you treat them as a brand new couple that you've never met, and obviously probably you haven't met them, but they feel that, and that you want to get to know them. You want to see what makes them tick, what what's unique about them as individuals, as a couple, what's unique about their venue, what is it that you can bring to light or tell the story of, both in their relationship and the wedding venue and the events of the wedding. How can you tell that in a compelling story that speaks to that couple? Every wedding and every couple is different and unique, so treat it that way. The second thing that I would say is have a simple yet clear plan going into the day. Things are going to change, and I'll talk about that here in just a little bit, but have at least a plan in place, knowing the venue, having talked to the couple, knowing what they want to get accomplished for their wedding, the special events, all the little details that they want to capture. Write those things out, and if possible, get a list from the couple of when these things are going to take place, so you can strategize as to how you want to capture those events. So this isn't a fixed plan, a plan so that in case things fall on you, and I've had this happen to where they look to you to kind of guide and direct, you are confident and you have exactly the plan in place that you want to execute. So think about that. Have a simple yet clear plan in place for the day of the wedding. All right, so the next piece of advice is in 3 parts. Be flexible, be creative, and be confident. Be flexible. Nothing goes as planned. I can guarantee you that. I maybe had one wedding where like 80% of it went as planned, but there's always something that's going to go off script. For instance, this last wedding that I just did, everything was going great. I brought a backup light for the dance floor. I wasn't going to use it. It happened that the event blew a fuse and all the lights went out in the whole place, all the overheads, everything, while they were dancing. There was light for the rest of the event and it actually worked out really well, but that's something that I couldn't plan for. And so it was something that at least I had a contingency plan, something that in case something were to happen, I was ready for it. So I was flexible in that moment, and it worked out. So be flexible, be confident in how you direct the couple, in the artistic ideas that you have. Don't say things like, well, maybe this will work, or maybe we should do that, or what do you think about this? Just be confident. Say, hey, this is what I need. You go here, give good instruction, and I think that'll go a really, really long way. But the last one is being creative. There are so many times where I have ideas, like concrete ideas, things that I really want to do. But then when I get to a place and I see the couple interacting together, maybe things that the photographer is even doing as well, and I just like, in the moment, I try to envision my edit. I try to be creative in what might bring to life and tell the story of the couple and and the place, the venue that they're at. And how can I do that creatively, both with my B-roll and with the footage that I'm getting of the couple and the family throughout the day. Be thinking of those things, be flexible, be confident, and be creative. All right, so my final tip is this, my final piece of advice. Be easy to work with. And I can't overstate this very simple piece of advice. Be easy to work with. It really gets you nowhere when things aren't going your way and you just make it really difficult to be around and to work with. It slows everything down. It makes the tension between especially the couple and maybe the photographer and you really awkward. It just makes for all around kind of a bummer of a day. Not to mention it's probably also going to be something that the couple is going to talk about in a review, or they're gonna not want to refer you to someone else because it was just a bad experience because you weren't easy to work with. So it's just best. I mean, not just as a good business practice, but just best for the day, for the couple, for you as well. I mean, it doesn't really do you any good to be difficult to work with because A, you're just not getting the stuff in the shots that you need probably, or it's at a strenuous cost. And then also it just has a lot of downside. So just be flexible, be easy to work with, especially with your photographer. That is going to go a long, long ways. Hey guys, so I know I said I had 4 pieces of advice, but I have 2 bonus ones. If I'm just getting started, if I could go back and tell myself at the very beginning 2 really key things, these would be those 2 things. The first one is get more footage than what you think you'll need. Fortunately, I haven't messed this one up too badly, but there have been a couple of weddings where I wish I just had more footage, whether it be B-roll or just of certain shots of the couple together. Like I just wish I had more angles or more ideas that I could fit into the whole overall video. I made it work, but I get way more footage than what I'll ever use. It just provides a lot of variety that I can choose from. So the second one is know your gear inside and out, especially your camera. I can't tell you how many times I've had to go from a dark, barn, warm lighting, to then going outdoors just like a moment later having to shoot, in daylight with it being super bright. And I have to navigate all of those settings very, very quickly. So have your custom buttons set up, have all of your dials set up for different frame rates. but I have all those custom buttons ready to go that I can navigate those in an instant because things happen fast, especially during the ceremony. You don't have time to shoot that twice. So know your buttons, know your gear. So be confident, have a lot of fun, and hopefully those tips are helpful for you guys. You rock, you'll nail it, and we'll see you next time.